Okay, hi there Gemini. This reading is for you. I meditated on all the signs this morning, and your personal message for Geminis is be open. Okay, so something is going to reveal itself. I feel like whatever it is, there could be a certain something that you might want to actually grab hold of, I get, okay? And something will be seen. So again, quite similar message to Pisces, actually, it'll be revealed, but I think here for you it's more than that. It's not something to be revealed. I think the seen bit for me is going to become much more like in your face. All right, what was interesting is as I was shuffling, there were some cards that fell out which I put back in the deck. I have 4 cards, by the way, down here on the table turned down, so I've got no clue what they are. But there were 2 cards that came up, which I thought was really interesting. And the first card was, I forget what the card was, but it actually, it was 4 of Cups, but actually with the Voyager Tarot, it's totally different to the Rider-Waite sort of archetypal images that most tarot cards are based on. This one also has to do with anger, so I feel like, you know, be open maybe if you're feeling angry to anger, okay? Because anger is what actually tells us something is not right, that we're not willing to put up with that shit anymore. Anger is when we have had enough, or we're seeing in life where certain people are doing certain things, or things are annoying or unfair. There's some kind of injustice, imbalance, okay? So anger actually really serves, I feel, okay? And I think that for you right now is something to take on. What was also interesting, the second card that also popped out as I was shuffling, which I put back, was the Wheel, was it Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, but that card also is very much about the cycle changing, you see. There's some change coming along, and I feel like by you being open and seeing what's there, and it could be anger that's going to be invoking that change for you, for some of you anyway, that is really what's required of you in this energy as you're reading this, as in viewing this video and in the weeks to come. So you could be already experiencing this as you come into the reading, or this is something that you're aware of, or much more of it will be open and revealed to you, okay? Because something will be seen. Yeah, you know, you might even find that somebody's cheating on you or something along those lines, or somebody's not being honest, and you're going to have to see it really clearly, okay? And I feel like in saying that as well, the message of being open is invoking that you need to really see things as they are and not as you want to see them, okay? For some of you, that's what I'm getting. And the other final card, because you kept on having these popper-uppers today, Gemini, so I feel like your energy is also really quite sort of, I wouldn't say intense, but things are wanting to be seen, okay? And so the cards were very quick to want to open, and you got change. So I do feel with some of you, for sure, change is on the horizon, and that's something you will be faced with, which is very exciting as well. All right, but let's, and be open to that change, but let's open the first card. Okay, so here we've got, wow, okay, nice. Okay, a reward, a 10 of Worlds here, which is often the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so perhaps some of you have been thinking about, you know, making some changes that's going to give you a bigger financial reward, remuneration, okay, ideas as well, okay, and a sense of abundance. All right, I feel like in some way, you know, this is also inverted, and I tend to sort of yo-yo between wanting to not read them that way and reading that way. But I do, again, just by the synchronicity of the cards, how they fall on the table, I think it's important for me to recognize that maybe some of you have been actually, what's that word? Denying, you know, or not allowing for the abundance to come in. So again, being mindful of how you're thinking and how you're feeling. Okay, and maybe even to do with a relationship. Maybe some of you can't believe how good this sort of sudden person in your life could be that's come in. You're feeling this love and stuff, and maybe you're doubting it. So I want to say to whoever this message is for as well, to be open to that deliciousness of that relationship as well. All right, I have an apple here, which in my eyes, I've never noticed it before, but it's huge right in the middle of that card there. Okay, and for me, the apple is also that kind of temptation, isn't it? Or even that kind of like the reward of, you know, the magic of the fruitfulness of your effort, and it's actually quite big. I think you're going to be actually maybe being open to possibly even receiving you know, some bounty, some deliciousness. I keep on getting deliciousness for some reason. I mean, my eyes are gone to the plate of oysters. So, you know, enjoy the rewards. Allow yourself to be taken out. Take yourself out. Do the lovely things in your life. As we're coming into this reading, it's really important that you stay open to trying new things out, allowing yourself to tune in, I'd say, to what it is that you actually even want in your life. Okay, so you can actually be really clear in how you're going to bring that into your life as well. Okay, so, you know, the clarity, the values that we have and the ones we embrace in our lives really help to make things a lot clearer. Okay, you might be somebody who wants to live by the sea because you like the seafood, you like going out and doing exercise on the sand, you like that heat on your body, you want to be able to access that. Maybe you want to see great sunsets on the seaside. Some of you are mountain people and you like that kind of forest and all that kind of sound of the woods and the trees rustling. This is about you being true to what you actually want, okay, and allowing yourself to be rewarded with what it is you want. Okay, some of you here might actually want to get some financial gain and be remunerated in a way that really values your efforts, okay, your fruitful efforts. This is I feel like with you here today, it's about the effort you've been putting in. All right, this is about the well, the Ten of Worlds, the Ten of Card, the coins, Pentacles is often the magical card of abundance. Okay, it's a big building, and you know, but I feel like in some way this is the effort you've put in, almost like the Eight of Pentacles, but in a magnified way. So this is not something that happens just like that. This is after you putting a lot of effort in. Okay, moving on to the next card. I did say earlier on about really tuning into what you want, and here we've got the High Priestess. Okay, so here we've got this rendition of the Priestess. Then a major arcana card, and this is about being very intuitive and listening out for what it is. Geminis, and like I said, be open, right? And in order to be open, you've got to get quiet to allow things to come in, so you can actually open your mind, okay, to allow. And if you look at this card as well, here we've got this egg on this guy's head, as if there's a kind of a new birthing of some kind, and it, you know, it could be an egg, or even you know, it's like even the moon actually. So tuning in, being really intuitive, being still, you know, being still as a mountain, and allowing yourself to actually feel extremely grounded, so you can, whatever you've in that being, you can actually see and feel very clearly what it is that you want to actually, what messages are coming through for you. Okay, I feel like in some case for some of you this is about manifestation, but this is about tapping into your inner wisdom and allowing where your next step is. I think some of you could be traveling or wanting to travel and certainly move. You could be moving homes, thinking about that, or moving to new pastures. All right, again, you've really kind of you've put a lot of effort in, so it's like you've got more power to move forward. Okay, it's like your sail is really big, so you've got that when the wind comes you can actually move further along. So again, maybe it's about this amassing of your experience now, and you're able to take yourself further. All right, so this is about you kind of reaping the rewards of your efforts and your experience, okay, and what you've actually bring with you. All right, the final card here we've got is also the Emperor card. So this is very much about a man who, you know, as you can see, with all the richness, who's gained his status, his standing, his kind of title, if you like. All right, it came out on the inverted, and I would only say about this is make sure if something like this does become, you know, like you're getting the accolade, you're getting noticed. I feel with this Emperor, you know, you're being seen, and perhaps it's also being seen in terms of monetary reward as well, like a lot of it in some way. I would say do not make a loud voice about it. So do not brag. Being in the inverted, you know, I want to sort of say that do not let the ego get in the way of your achievements. Okay, like I said, you've worked very hard, you've been very grounded in your thoughts, and tenacious, I would say as well. and you want to bring all these wonderful qualities that's built you into this emperor, this sort of sense of strength, inner knowing, okay, and stability and richness, if you like, through all the efforts. It will come, though, definitely with an insight on your part as well, where you'll be seen. I think in some way as well that not only will you see where you need to go, or you'll be seen literally, but I do feel in some way that you will actually be able to, you've like earned this place in your life, okay. My eyes gone to the spirit of the eagle here above, and the eagle is able to expand its wings really vastly, and it has the complete bird's eye view of things. So I feel like in some of you really come to the sense of wisdom, spiritual development, openness, and really elevating, upgrading your life in a way, both possibly physically, spiritually, and materially as well. Okay, this will be different for all of you. In some cases, for some, it'll be all these elements, because of course, it's particularly when you change your inside, right? The outer manifests differently. So if you start really thinking about how much you've actually changed how you see life, it's like as if you've got this incredible insight, clarity through a vision that you know that there is something that you can definitely grow, okay? And I feel that this is something not necessarily new at all, of course, because this tells me like it's an effort you've put in, but now there is some gift and reward, one for a better word, for seeing what you've planted, okay? Because of course when you plant a seedling, say, or a little bud, when you start seeing it come up, there is a sense of, oh my God, this has actually grown, or oh my God, this, I've really changed, or oh my God, now people are really noticing me, and I'm seeing from my work. So there's an element of that, okay? I will say as well, not so much a word of caution, but use your intuition and insight, and tune into what's really right for you. But you are being guided, and this is very much what is asking of you currently, Gemini, okay? And like I said, for some of you, because we got the other card of anger, Wheel of Fortune and change, it could be something like that as well, okay? And if you have somebody, maybe you're noticing that you're being angered, they're angry towards you, I think in some way you've had the maturity now to let it be, all right? Not to have to sort of dive into that, and get embroiled in something that's not yours as well. So there's a sense of kind of mastery, self-mastery here, Gemini. All right, now, speaking of self-mastery, the card of the multi-dimensional oracle that we've got is telling me that you have got the Buddha card. And I mean, there's no better card than the self-mastery here with the Buddha, okay? He's very stable, like I said, grounded, almost like very emperor-like as well. If you look at this card of the emperor, there's a statue there, very solid, very clear, calm, collected, and very peaceful at one, okay? This is one, of course, has a very masculine energy, very strong. If you look at the card, there are lots of strong elements in it, okay? From the table to the sun, okay, about being seen, and the coins. Here, this Buddha is much more peaceful in his strength, okay? This is a kind of enlightenment, I think maybe even with this priestess. Bring your sort of intuitive self into your being, all right? Stay centered and again in the Rider-Waite priestess. She's got a dark column and the light column, and she sits in the middle. She's very calm, she's got all these pomegranates around her, which is the wisdom. She's earned her richness of intuition. Here also, if you look at it, there's a mountain with a reflection against, very stable, all right? What's inside is going to be externalized, all right? So in some way for me with this, with more peace you get. So again, if you're being triggered by anger, or possible anger is coming your way, stay firm, rooted and bold in your energy and your stance, all right? I also want to say for some of you, don't forget to smell the flowers on the way, do not rush. There's no need to rush, but stay peaceful and at one maybe with all the elements and everything that's happening around you. So that is the kind of message I have for you card-wise. For you, Geminis. Now I'm going to move on to the angel cards. if you watched the last video, and again you can go back to that because it could be a message for you there. I try and make these a bit timeless, but I do film them around the full moon and the new moon, so there could be the energy of those elements going around you. But the previous one had trinkets in it, and I read the trinkets in a form of a story to see if there's any message. Oops, my ring is caught in this. So anyway, okay, interestingly, here we've got patience. All right, so this is the angel of patience, and maybe also you're being rewarded for the patience. You know, if you look at, she's knitting there, so you know, with knitting and any kind of hobby like this, if you know, it takes a while, you know, to see its final result. All right, so in some way the angel of patience, you know, what I'm getting is, you know, you've been very patient for a long time, and now you're going to get your reward. Or perhaps you're becoming impatient and angry because you're not seeing the reward. Because remember, we got an anger card that came out, that you're not being as patient, and there's a sense of stillness that you need to really acquire at this time. All right, just to let things be seen. Something will be seen. So I think you need to be patient, you guys, okay? For some of you there anyway, till things kind of reveal itself. It's like a sky full of clouds, and there's lots of clouds, but suddenly they move and you can see the blue sky, and it's a bit like that kind of patience, okay? You're not going to see it straight away, or it might seem like you suddenly see it straight away, but in fact it's been slow moving. All right, so patience is very required. Also, this goes really well together with the Buddha card, because of course, as you know, the tale of Buddha, he sat by the Bodhi tree, you know, day in and day out, you know, for a very, very long time, before he came to a state of enlightenment. And again, this is about allowing yourself to reap the rewards of your work, but being patient, compassionate, and at one with what is, in moving forward in the next few weeks of your life, you guys, okay? But you will, I feel the outcome here is very positive, that through your tenacity, you will able to see very clearly what you are, I won't say manifested, but in terms of maybe, yes, what you've manifested through your patience, what you've actually brought in, bringing in through your efforts, okay? Things will be actually coming your way, and it will make itself quite well known. If you know it's well known, it's going to be quite clear. Okay, so as a final bit to the reading, some of you know, if you've been following me, that I do the chakras, okay? This is a chakra now. I've chosen Pebble out of the bag, and we've got here wonderfully the power card, all right, which I think is really what the Emperor signifies, as well as of course the Buddha, you know, and he's got also that yellow flower, there. If you see, this is also the same color as the solar plexus. Really important, you know, you hold your sense of peace, oneness from your central core. All right, really important chakras. They're all important, these chakras. Let me get my fan, you know, here, but this is your central point. This is your power point, okay? If you're actually, you know, we have the higher octave of the power and the lower octave. So let's talk about the lower octave of the power. That's when you're really limp, you haven't got any backbone, or you're afraid, or even in that fear. What happens is the other flip side of that is you become really a narcissist, you become really dogged, or you insist, you know, there's a lot of politicians that way, you know, they've got really weak, corrupt sense of solar plexus. All right, it's just completely messy, damaged, and corrupt. Imbalanced, that's the word, okay? But with a balanced solar plexus, you come to this place of central peace, you know, where you're grounded, where you're elevating and emanating a sense of inner strength from your sense of peacefulness and mastery. Even looking at this card, you see there's a sun there, sunset, you know, very strong color of the solar plexus, vibrating. When you come from the center, you radiate an inner strength and an inner beauty to the outer world. So the solar plexus is a wonderful one to concentrate on. You can do the chanting of the solar plexus with the sound of awe, okay? Or you can even just visualize the color. I will get round to, I think I'll make it my, you know, program, my intention to record the chakra sounds, really, because I keep on saying this for every video, And of course, I'm more than happy for you to go and seek whatever text or video for you to really practice on your solar plexus, especially for those who don't. Okay, so those who do, I'm sorry if this sounds so obvious to you and it's really boring to hear over and over again, but I am doing a reading for everybody. And in fact, even when I get really seasoned people who have some elements of knowledge about this, it's always good to be reminded what chakra could be really supporting you at this time. So for you Geminis, I would say it's definitely the solar plexus. Think about the radiating power and the sun from your middle. Okay, allow it to radiate outward into your body. Do some physical body practices that really get the core, so do some Pilates or any core exercise, planks and all that really help to stimulate also the solar plexus. Okay, there are many ways of accessing your solar plexus, but I will get around to doing the videos. I'd like to say it's next week, but there could be such big changes for me, so I can't guarantee, and I'm not going to commit myself to definitely doing any particular videos for this time. They're going to come up as and when. My aim is to do it around the full or the new moon, and I'll do my best to do that. And anything in between, like these videos, I shall try and do them for you all, that is. Okay, well, thanks for listening, Geminis. I hope this reading has helped. So really my final message is be open. Something will be seen. You can actually maybe even get it in your meditation as well. If you look at its third eye, it's radiating with the color of the solar plexus. So some maybe powerful message could be coming through for you. And if I were you, I will take it as a message that you have been seeking, or maybe some answers to a problem or a solution. And for some of you, I just want to say that if you ask for a particular question, you've come to this reading this far, I would say the answer is a yes. Okay, I just want to say that. So it's a yes answer for if anybody had a particular question in mind. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Do like and share, or certainly subscribe to the channel if this has come your way. And please do comment, as I'd like to really know how you feel and what you're getting from these readings. Lots of love. Until next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.